Hello everyone, and in spirit of doing whatever I've been feel liking on YouTube these last few years, I don't do anything, do I? I decided to pick up and review a pair of these babies right here, the Kunai Universal headset. Haven't really done a review before, but I know what I'm talking about on these things. So we are going to compare the Tritton. We're going to do what it tells us it can. We're going to compare it to, of course, well, in the music field, basic Apple headphones. A pair of the beautiful, non-controversial Beats. They're not that bad, but they're a bit overpriced. And, of course, to my basic speakers and my cheap Logitech microphone. First I'm going to start with the unboxing, and then I'm going to go do a little bit of testing on them. Be right back. So we're doing this action style, the greatest reviewer of all time. So as you can see here, the box looks pretty nice and slim. As you can see, I paid about, they don't care. I paid about $70 US for this. I can't remember what that is in pounds, but it's probably only 10 since the US dollar is absolute crap right now. But if you look on the side, as you can see, you get a good look at it. Although it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it does look a bit narrow. But we'll get to that later. See on the back, as you can see, it is compatible with focuses. It is compatible with Xbox, PlayStation, Wii U, and PC. Back. Mobile. I'll just read that out. Online chat. That'd be a good one. Xbox adaptation. 3.5mm, so it works with mobile. And 40mm speakers, and I've had a few headphones, 40mm speakers that worked really well. But we're not going to get into that until later. Everything you need, blah blah blah. Separate game and voice controls. Works with consoles that we already talked about. Comfortable. Again, we'll speak with that later. Precision balanced neodymium magnets provide superior sound quality. Well, anything with magnets is absolutely awesome, so I think they're probably going to be right about that. And flexible microphone. Alright. Down here, we have the cable length. It's a pretty good length, I would say. If you live in a different country, I'll let you go do the math. Although it's right there. Maybe I should read before I speak. You know, I've already talked about the magnet type. That sounds great. Can just read that all off. If you know anything about science, this is amazing. USB power, that's great. I don't need batteries for it. Scan that if you want. And it's made by Mad Catz. Now, I haven't really had too much Mad Cat gear before, but it seems to work pretty well, in my experience at least. But, again, Tritton, the unfair advantage, meaning everybody else has something better than you, and you have complete crap. I'm just joking. I hear Tritton is amazing. I wanted to spend my money on it if I didn't think it was good. So, I will get the tape off and do a little jump cut. Alright, I got the tape off, and now we can see how it... oh, that's right. I took the tape off and I took it off because it was impossible to get out because of this right here. This... it's annoying. Kind of a flaw in design. You had to work for hours to get it off, but here it is. These are the headphones. Don't look that... oh, gotta open it. But yeah... tape. Yeah, if you hate getting things open, don't buy these. Alright. Oh, is there more tape on the bottom? Let me get the X-Acto knife. Ooh. You know, I bought this a while ago, and it has been so useful that I really thought it was worth it. And did that actually cut? Yeah, it did. Alright. Just make sure this doesn't go anywhere where it will cut me in the future. No, I'm not gonna cut this out because this is my 5th time recording this. Alright. Ooh. Now let's look at this. This is really good quality plastic. If you need a good quality... Actually, I could probably use this for something. That would be nice. So, it comes with a nice piece of good quality plastic that you could use as a pencil drawer. I don't know. Do it yourself. Alright. Ooh. Feels really... It has that kind of smooth plasticky finish on it. It's not the that really nice, kind of like if you have a kind of like the DS kind of finish. I don't really know what it's called. I'm not gonna look it up right now. All right, so let's. I'm using a spinning chair to review this on. Good idea, Justin. Good idea. All right, so pretty slick box design here, and that's interesting. Here is the microphone. So you do not have to have it plugged in if you have something you would rather use. That's actually really nice. I haven't really seen too much of that before. Although my one problem is that it's very likely that I might have to replace this in the future. I do not know. So, keep this right here. Let's look at the manual. The manual. Oh, I dropped it. I'm gonna put it on my laptop. You'll be able to see that later. All right. Oh, but you know, I was worried they weren't gonna give me any stickers that I could put on everything. Stop. You experience any setup? Blah blah blah. All right. Well, I'll definitely put that on everything I own, so people know I have expensive pair of headphones. Not that expensive, but still used up my whole paycheck on that thing. All right. Let's see here. Instructions. So can inline, blah blah, removable microphone, analog adapter. That's nice. You have an HD TV, but probably use that sometime just to check it out. PC, blah blah, Nintendo DS. So yeah, that all looks pretty good right there. It's on the back. Nothing too much. Nice quality of instructions though. So, but I'm not gonna need these because I know what I'm doing. All right. Throw this out of the way. Ooh, look at, just angle the camera down. Now this is gonna require very careful work to make sure I don't damage a single thing. What is this? It's like a safety. Oh, okay. Learn something new every day. I didn't learn anything, but what do they want me to do? I do not want to. Oh, genius. I am a genius, as you know. Nothing has ever baffled my mind. Is there one on the bottom too? Got up. I do not have my scissors on me. That's all right. We can deal with it. how do they expect me to get this out here? This is crazy. I'm gonna cut and then get this out. All right. So after a little bit of work, I managed to get this all out, and it's looking pretty nice here. Slim. Doesn't look too heavy. That's a nice thing, because you know, sometimes when your headphones are a bit too heavy, that can cause quite the toll over time. Turn this around, you can see looks like a fairly good fit. Not too bad. Does the headphone come out? No, the cord itself does not come out. So that might be a little bit of a problem with transportation. Although you can just wear these like well, I'm told you can just wear them like, you know, regular headphones, but we'll get back to that later. Let's see, what do we have in here? Connector cable. This is for the if you plan to use it on Xbox. Unfortunately, I will not be able to test it on Xbox because I never got my controller back from my friend who borrowed it. I don't play the thing anyway, so we'll test it out on PS3 a bit later. Alright. And maybe in the future I'll add a little something, but Xbox connector. Analog adapter, right? What do we have here? I'm assuming this is all the bits and pieces I need to hook this up to my PC. So, yeah. We'll get with that later also. And of course the Xbox adapter. Yeah, that's it. Oh no, I see what you do. You'd use it with that thing that this thing, right? That makes sense. More sense than whatever I was thinking. Ha ha ha. But oh, that means I'm gonna have to break out my old PS3 cord. Oh no, I can use the. Oh well, we'll see. I'll let you know later. Well, pretty slim. Let me see if these fit well. Not good. They have the adjustments. Oh, and they actually fit quite comfortably over my ears. But everybody's a bit different, and oh yeah, these are. Ooh, I know these are actually they're pretty comfortable. Just take them off so you can get a good look at them. Pretty comfortable. As you can see, I have a huge head, so I had to open that up a bit. But I will get to testing these things out, and I'll be back with my final word. The tritton kunais. After a bit of use, I kind of like them, you know. They aren't, no, by all means, I wouldn't say they're the greatest, but they are pretty good. Comparatively, I would place them higher than most Turtle Beach models, but you know, a lot of people like tritton more. Now, getting on to more of the subjects of these headphones, let's start with music. The music actually works really well with these. I almost like using them more than my regular iPod headphones, just because they sound a bit nicer. And you don't have to pump up the volume as much because it's much clearer. There are very little amount of sound distortion from these headphones, so that is something good to mention. Now, in music itself, most of the genres actually work really well with these headphones. I tested it out, you know, dubstep and electric, stuff like that, EDM, and they work really well. You can hear all the sounds very clearly, the drums, and of course the wobble if you listen to dubstep. But so it works really well. Instrumental works really well too. You can hear all the instruments. It has a very good I don't know, sense of direction, I'd say. Like if you're listening to an orchestra, classical, piece, you can really tell how it was recorded. You know where the tubas are, where the flutes are, and so that's a really nice point to add. So most genres work really well. Hip hop works really well. You can really feel the bass. The bass isn't as heavy as Beat Studios, but that's because they are a hip hop headphone, so they really pump it up in those. But these really crisp sound. You can hear things from them pretty well. That's a good note. Now getting on to gaming. As much as I'm against Call of Duty, I did my testing with Call of Duty, on the console at least, for PS3, and I did the test. Microphone seemed to work really well for console. Nobody really complained about it. The reason I did Call of Duty is because if you play it and you're good, you need to listen to it for the footsteps to hear where people are. So I used that as my test. I played and I tried to listen for footsteps, and I could hear them. They worked pretty well. So that's a really good note, because if you can hear those small little details, you can tell a lot. I also did other tests to find the small details by watching a variety of videos, and to see how much of the background noise I could hear. And with and without the headphones, I watched some gameplay, and I could hear some guy's TV running in the background, but I couldn't hear that out of my speakers normally. So that's a good point. So yeah, gameplay works really well. I like it for gameplay. It's really nice. You can hear everything just fine, and it's really crisp. So if you ever play a game and you can't hear something just right, and you're like, oh, I can't backtrack, well, this works pretty well. You probably won't have to do that. I mean, you can always put subtitles on, but these are pretty nice for that. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I said I might have a bit of trouble with a removable headphone or removable microphone, and I was right about that. This can be a slight annoyance. I mean, in regards that you can actually take these out and listen to music. That's nice, and not have the microphone right in your face. That's pretty nice, because I will use these just to listen to music casually. I really like them, But the fact that this comes out is fairly annoying, because I did a test. I say test, but I just tried to use it casually, and I listened to some music. I took the microphone off. I listened to some music, and I called my friend up on Skype after I put it back in, and all you could hear is this horrible static noise, because I didn't push this in all the way, and it's really hard to tell when you get it in just right. So I guess you gotta turn it too. So that was a bit of annoyance. Kind of hard to get out, as you could just see a minute ago. But yeah. So you gotta be careful with that. Bit troublesome. Otherwise, when everything goes well, the chat actually worked really well. It actually outperforms this cheap Logitech mic. I mean, you think, oh, it's cheap, it's going to be horrible. But this is actually a pretty nice microphone. It doesn't pick up too much background noise. People don't really complain about it. But this actually worked a lot better. So that was really nice. Again, I played some flight simulators with it also. Just more of a let it all in kind of deal, rather than, tactical advantage. But, still worked really nice. Could hear things fairly well. So that's a nice thing to go for. Comfort. that was one problem. They are not as comfortable as it said on the box. I mean, they're comfortable, but they're not comfortable. Like, I can put these on, and they fit on my head fairly well. And for the most part, it's a really nice fit. I don't have too many problems. Maybe I have to adjust my glasses a bit, but it works pretty well. But after a while, it's really heavy on your ears, and it really weighs things down, and it can be quite the bit of an annoyance, and it can really get really painful after prolonged use. So that's one thing. But again, you're probably going to be using these mostly for gaming, maybe me. Sorry, my camera battery died. Very professional. So I'm just going to quickly finish it up on my phone. So yeah, like I just said, you know, fairly good, bit uncomfortable, but definitely worth $70. Pretty good price, I'd say, for sure. And yeah, really worth your money. What is it, $70, 60, 50 pounds. Australia's, I don't know, didn't look it up. But regardless, it is a very good price. And if you're looking for a fairly well-priced pair of headphones that will do you really well in the ears, you should definitely get a pair of the Tritton Kunai Universal. Get the Universal because it actually works really well universally. I did do some audio tests. I'll play those at the end, or yeah, I'll pause right now.
This was recorded using the Tritton Kunai Universal microphone.
The audio comes out of them fairly well, and I would get 9 is a bit pushing it. 10 is really pushing it because of the small details. I would put it at about around 8.5. Really worth your money if you get it. Small little problems that you can probably get over in the meantime. A little lightning in the back. Small little problems you can get over. Bit uncomfortable. The cord is a bit long, which, if you're sitting really close to your rig, can be quite the annoyance. And there is no clip on the this thing, on the little volume control. There's no clip on it, so you can't clip it to your shirt. Well, that's one of the small problems that many good pairs of headsets will have that clip. I do kind of wish that this was a bit more maneuverable, because I don't like bending it all the way, because it seems like it's gonna really hurt the mic. So headphones, a bit small, but they fit. They should fit. If you have really big ears, then nice really over the ear. But yeah, really recommend it. You should try to go out and get a pair if you can afford it. Of course, if you'd rather buy a game, which is perfectly reasonable, and you don't care about the sound, then you don't really need it. But if you really want to, get a nice pair of headphones that will last you a while, then you really should try to invest a bit into them, because they are much better than some of the more expensive pairs I saw. But they drawbacks, of course, but they do work really well for what you're paying. And yeah, 8 out of 10.